you guys doing?
Hi, we are live in the Portalin's residence, Whitby, Ontario. The Lord of the Flies has just ended and we are here to spice it up a bit.
That's right, we're here for you, EAE3U.
Today we're going to talk about the title Lord of the Flies and what its significance is.
See something strange. Come with us and you will see. This our town of Halloween. This is Halloween.
First, let's take a step back. The Lord of the Flies is a 1954 dystopian novel by Nobel Prize-winning author William Golding.
Lord of the Flies is a sordid tale about a group of boys whose plane crashes on a deserted island, trying to maintain civilization.
We all know that the Lord of the Flies is what Simon ends up calling the severed pig's head. Most probably because it's surrounded by flies. But if we dig deeper down to the core, we realize that there's a deeper significance.
It is often associated with the mythological figure of Beelzebub. The name Beelzebub, from the Hebrew, literally translates to mean Lord of the Flies, as this figure is depicted in mythology as a creature in the form of a fly.
More specifically, the name Beelzebub can be seen as a devil in some ancient Jewish and Christian texts.
Why would Golding title his novel with a reference as the devil?
Well, Kayla, as the novel progresses, the children will start to lose their sense of civility. The Lord of the Flies also means the Lord of Filth and Dung. Dung meaning Yeah, I know. The children would start to become dirty inside and out. They would start to fight between good and evil. And they would also embrace the Lord of the Flies as a god.
The setting becomes more and more hellish as the novel goes on.
The young boys become dirty savages and they embrace their inner evil. Also, their personal turmoil surface.
Some people say that the actual title signifies that the children on the island are flies and their lord is Satan, particularly the ones that Jack converted.
In the original draft, the novel was actually called The Stranger That Lies Within. This is a clear reference to the fact that the beast is not an external force, but it is in fact a primal force within all of us.
Beelzebub has a central role in the novel, as he represents the beast or evil that dwells within humankind.
The destruction of mankind is a point that Golding makes apparent throughout the novel.
As the beast cannot be hunted, and since it dwells within all humans, humans are all guilty because mankind is sick!
Jesus. Once Beelzebub took up his new residence in hell, he learned to tempt men with pride.
The beast in Lord of the Flies did exactly as Beelzebub is meant to. He tempted men with pride. Pride goes hand in hand with greed, and greed led to the separation of the tribe.
Near the end of the novel, when the beast tempts Simon, he tells them they're going to indulge in every want and desire without regard of civilization.
AKA?
Pride.
Once one of the boys in the group lose sanity, as seen through Roger, or Jack, or any other British boy, it demonstrates that Beelzebub is slowly entering one of them, and using Jack as a minister of evil, he slowly led them to insanity and corruption.
However, Simon is the only one to come to terms with Beelzebub's darkness and impending doom on the group situation.
Simon looks at Beelzebub, the beast and Lord of the Flies, in the face. And with great courage, he realizes and he comes to terms with the ignorance and the true nature of mankind.
Jesus was sacrificed just as Simon was, except Jesus was sacrificed in the will of God, but Simon was sacrificed with the will of Satan. Beelzebub, or as you may know him as, the Beast,
is a name mentioned in the New Testament.
Some stories say Beelzebub led a revolt against Satan to become the lieutenant of the Order of the Fly and gain power from Lucifer.
Another tale suggests that God created every creature except the fly.
which was created by the devil.
In some literary texts, Beelzebub is also spelled Beelzebub. Baal stands for Lord, and Lord stands for power. And since the desire for power drives the central conflict of the book.
As portrayed through the character of Jack.
Flies bring death and decay. Put them together, you've got death and decay tied up with power and corruption.
What a book.
We'll be right back after the break.
Oh no.
Kleenex!
Yeah, thanks, mate.
With Kleenex, allergies won't be a problem no more. Lot of the Flies After Show, sponsored by Royal Kleenex. Sadly, Kayla had to go for a quick pit stop to McDonald's to get a McFlurry, but she will be back shortly. Continuing, the head, referred to as the Lord of the Flies, served as a symbol throughout the novel that represents evil and savagery throughout Jack's tribe of hunters.
At the end of the novel, Ralph with disgust knocks over the boar's head and uses the stick as a spear. He understands the evil that surrounds him in the person of Jack and seeks out to destroy it.
Go.
Civilization can't take away or get rid of evil impulses and savage tendencies.
It can only mask them or offer an alternative in a controlled setting.
Take away the controls and the rules, and the mask falls off.
Am I the only one that saw that shadow?
No.